So many people ask me, why did I go with the name Brown Book Series? A few people thought I went with the name because I'm brown, which is not the case. I went with the name of Brown Book Series because back in the day when romance authors start writing their books, the cover, was like the big thing back then. Like the cover's like, oh my god, what the cover's gonna look like, and that was kind of that was exciting for some, but for most, it was kind of embarrassing because people would consider, if they saw you reading a book and they see the cover, well, Fabian, is that his name? I'm so old school. Was sprawled across the cover. They would say, "Oh, you're reading those trashy books or smut." Or something like that, and it led some people to be embarrassed about reading romance novels, and so they didn't, which was crazy to me. But in 1930, a British publishers called Mill and Booms, they began releasing hardback romance novels, and they which I thought was so cool. And they started calling them the books in brown for their brown binding. So they was binding them in brown covers, and then releasing them. So, people knew that you was reading a romance novel, but instead of them saying, "Oh, that's trashy," or schmut or whatever, they would be like, "Oh, oh, she's over there reading one of those brown books." Then after a while, it kind of caught on for different genres of books, whether it was romance or whatever genre it was. The brown the binding kind of caught on. So a lot of things was in the brown binding cover, and you didn't know what you was reading. So I thought it was kind of cool, and that's why I wanted to kind of pay homage to that publishing company, because they could, from my understanding, back in the day, a lot of those publishers didn't want to release romance novels, because it was about fantasy. And then you had some authors that started writing about rape fantasies and erotica and different things. And so the publisher was like, whoa, and Mills and Boom was like, you know what, this is awesome. They start to see the rise in it. So in order to make it happen and make women and men feel, I guess, secure in reading the book and not feel so embarrassed, they start binding them in brown covers. So hence the brown book. And so that's why I went with the Brown Book Series. That's it.